On to Q2, two Belgians in the first race. Francois Duval on the inside, managing to get the better of Gronholm, but as you'll see on the exit of turn one, he runs a little bit wide. Gronholm gets up the inside, but is unable to capitalise. Duval holding on to a sideways Audi through the first chicane and up towards the hairpin. Now, Gronholm jokered early, and unfortunately for him, that put him in behind de Moustier. That left Duval out front. So a much better run this time. Francois Duval takes the checker flag in the first race of Q2. On to race two. Kevin Eriksson in front of Gulan Schischerit and Yannis Baumanis off the start. Schischerit jokered immediately on lap one and left the other two to fight it out front. And they were indeed a fair way in front, as you'll see from the onboard with Schischerit here. However, come the end of the race, Eriksson had picked up a puncher. He was holding up Baumanis, and when those two jokered, they'd lost too much time, and the Frenchman for GCK RX in the Renault Megane took the checkered flag, a better time than he'd done in Q1. Kevin Eriksson, look at this, really lucky to hold on to the car after the flag. Audi, great tactics here. So Ekstrom's on the inside, backs the pack up and allows his teammate Backward to come past him. Nicely done. Backward's in the lead behind Larson in the mix. Bit of contact, bit of sideways. Later on in the race then, this is Ekstrom jokering. Had he jokered early, and was he going to get held up? He then chases down Timozyanov. Luckily for him, the Russian jokered on the next lap. That gave him a little bit of breathing space. But this was the key moment in the race. On board with Backward. Seems to have a sudden loss of power. Drops himself back in the pack. You can see he doesn't know what's going on. Finally, the power comes back. We don't know what the issue is. We'll try and find out. So Backward jokers on the last lap. Had been in the lead until the issue on the straight. That left his teammate Matthias Ekstrom to come through. He took the checker flag. And with that, he set the fastest time of the day. So what might have been for Andreas Backward is out front. This, though, the race of the day. Contact for Kristoffersen, the world champion, runs deep. Timmy Hansen up the inside of him. Sideways contact. Sebastian Loeb inside his teammate, but Timmy holding on through the left into the chicane. The three Peugeots in a Volkswagen sandwich. Petter Solberg out front, screaming the polo down the back straight. Now it would come down to joke lap tactics. Sebastian Loeb is first to go. Johan Kristoffersen follows him in, and they set about chasing the pack down in the now very dry and dusty conditions here in Belgium. Meanwhile, out front, Timmy Hansen, unseen by us in this footage, takes his joker lap and doesn't do the best one. Runs himself a bit deep in the loose dirt on the outside, and it comes down to a race on the very next lap. Hansen puts in the fastest lap of the day, and that allows him to edge Solberg on the brakes at the end of the straight. Fantastic move from the new dad, Timmy Hansen. Slot him on up the inside of Solberg, and that would be the order in which they would finish this one. Timmy Hansen chasing down the time of Ekstrom. Ekstrom with a 2:44.169. And when the flag fell on Hansen, it was 2:44.184, just 15 hundredths in it. We have got a race on our hands. Solberg wins Q1. He is the overnight top qualifier with a decent result in Q2 as well. Ekstrom with the win in Q2 is P2. Hansen there, always in the mix, P3. Sebastian Loeb, Johan Kristoffersen, Kevin Hansen. This is a strong weekend for the Peugeots. Backward would have been further up for it, not for that problem in Q2. Larson with his best weekend so far in 8th at the moment. Schischerit, Timozyanov. Duval has made it up into the top 12 from Eriksson. Everybody else needs to work hard tomorrow.